We often forget that God created work. Work is not a bad thing, it is not a punishment. God set an example for us to follow. In 6 days, He made everything in the universe. God was satisfied with His good work. When we work diligently, we can say, "We did a good job." But that was not the end of work. God has given work to His people ever since He gave Adam jobs to do in His beautiful garden. Let's look at the jobs God might have given to Adam, and let's read in the book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 15.
Genesis 2:15. And the Lord God took the man and put him into the Garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it. Genesis 2:15.
So God told Adam to keep the garden. This means to care for the plants and encourage them to grow and produce food. He was to pick or gather the food for Eve and himself to eat. He would pick food for all the animals too. Adam tied up the branches that were heavy with fruit so they didn't drag on the ground. He dug up plants that started growing too close together and replanted them in new places. Adam was careful with God's creation. Now let's read Genesis chapter 2 verses 19 and 20.
Genesis chapter 2 verses 19 and 20. And out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof. And Adam gave names to all cattle, and to the fowl of the air, and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found an help meet for him. Genesis 2, 19 and 20.
What other job did God have Adam do? Name all the animals. That must have been quite a job. Can you imagine how smart Adam must have been? He named each kind of animal God made. God created work. Work is not a punishment. God gave us work so we can bring glory to Him and reflect His character to others. When we work faithfully and diligently, we show God to others. God gave us work to provide food and clothes and a home for ourselves. He also gave us work so we can help others. The next time you have a job to do, remember that work is for our good and God's glory. Okay, kids, our memory verse for this week is from the book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 15. God put Adam into the Garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it. Genesis chapter 2, verse 15. So in our lesson, we learned that God gave Adam work to do in the garden, right? Part of that work was caring for and protecting the garden. He was to encourage things to grow and to carefully use the things the garden produced. He was not to be wasteful with what God gave him. Okay, kids, let's read our memory verse again one more time. Genesis chapter 2, verse 15. God put Adam into the Garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it. Genesis 2:15. Okay, kids, see you next week. Bye!